Hey, so this will be part 7 of um, the, where's I just at here? Part 7 of the React Native PDF generation stuff, MVP, proposals, all that stuff. We're using the pdf-lib package. In part 6, what we did is we left off with, just checking about maintainership. Um, if Andrew has any intention of coming back. Um, if so, when, how often, what's the effort he's going to put into it, and how can we support? Obviously, from a financial standpoint, it would be great if we paid him to maintain it at a couple hours a week, just keep it updated because we're banking a lot on this package. But if he has no interest, even with getting paid, then we got to figure out how to take it over, right? And this would be the first package in which we had to do a little bit of Skia for Pencil Bible. I had to do a little bit of that. Try to get in and work with some PRs and stuff like that. Didn't actually get one merged through because I wasn't able to do all the testing that's required in open source. So we just used it locally and yeah. But for this, like we have to get in and at least make whatever changes we need to update it, anticipate if there are some crashes with some local updates, like not some native updates, whatever packages this depends on, and all that, pods or whatever, and on the Android side. So yeah, just a bunch that would go into us actually figuring it out, digesting it, maintaining it. Now that would get past that hurdle earlier. It's going to happen eventually. Um, as AmpLinks grows, the team grows, we'll have to dump more into this package as way more PDFs are created and we start creating packages on top of this and all that stuff. So, should you just do it now, or do we do it now because we have to, or do we do it later because we don't have to? So yeah. So what are we doing? If this is your first video, we are. I think I should start with that maybe. Nah, it's okay. That's ready 3 minutes in. It's all right. So we have an estimate, right? You go out to a job, you go out to someone's home because they ask you to fix their kitchen, fix their lights in their kitchen. You go out and you want to create an estimate for them. This estimate has various groups. Let's say you're doing the kitchen lights, but then also the bathroom lights and bedroom lights. You'd create separate groups for those, or you could. It's up to you and how you do stuff as a service business. Inside of these groups, they have line items. So I'm going to, install 6 of these lights over here, and then 3 of these lights over here. There's a labor and material cost. We use these groups, these line items, all this pricing to generate a proposal. We used to store these proposals on. We used to generate these proposals on the server, but now we do so locally, and that's because calling the server, giving the server a bunch of data, or waiting for the server to read the data that it needs or retrieve the data that it needs, then generate the PDF, then format the PDF, then return the PDF. It takes sometimes 10, 20 plus seconds, depending on the internet. So we had to move things locally. Unfortunately, the PDF solution on web is much simpler, but different than the mobile solution. Like pretty much not even pretty much, they are completely different. And the benefit of React Native, right, is always that we can share a bunch of stuff, share ideology, share how we do stuff, the rules, and all that stuff. So helps a ton with onboarding and blah blah blah. So we are working on the mobile side, which is way more difficult. I wouldn't say it's difficult; it's just complex and time consuming, and I'm far from a elegant solution or like a reusable solution, right? Because there's just one PDF. We have proposals, but we also have PDFs for like receipts, invoices, You send the invoice, people pay, you send them a receipt. Both the invoice and the receipt are PDFs. Let's say I go out and do some work and I want to send you a report of the work that I did with pictures and everything. I would send you a service report. And there are, a bunch of, KPI driven stuff, documents about sales numbers and all that stuff. So profit loss, blah, blah, blah. So where we left off was we need to handle, we're focusing on the page stuff, right? When do we break to a new page? And yeah, all that stuff. We were actually, we sent Andrew, the maintainer of pdf-lib, an email just saying, hey, are you active? And can we pay you and support you to be active? What I need to do now is just start to write out the different use cases for when a page should be added, and just like general notes and stuff. So this is where we want. Yeah, we were here. If I do this, pdf-lib. Okay, this is the one that we're using. Okay, so then we're here. So I think that's the same as PDF page, pdf-lib, yeah. So we're here, PDF page, yep. Header, the height of the header is 40. Okay, so a group starts with a y coordinate as less than 60. So when should a new page be added? When a group, like group 1, is less than 60. We need to add a new page when a line item starts with a y coordinate that is less than 60. What else? A description line starts with that, or a notes line starts with a y coordinate. So what we need to do in this case is always pass up the next starting, like where the component left off, right? So this is the deepest of the nest, the tree, if you will, because we're in a group, in one of many potential groups, which has one to X line items, or many different line items. This line item could have a couple different lines, never more than, I would say, 5. It could happen, so we need to support it, but just not really a big use case. It's funny. And then the same for notes, right? So these two exist on. So if I'm being true, this is really how it works from like a nesting standpoint. So what this? So yeah, these are siblings, meaning that if the notes lines, if there are notes, then the ending y for the line item is going to be where notes end. Now that notes could have multiple lines themselves. Imagine like a summary that would be broken up into like 3 or 4 lines, maybe. 3 or 4 lines. And then because notes is the last thing inside of line item, that would effectively mean that this current line item that we're on in this loop, which is part of many different groups, which is one group into many different groups, the end of this is the end of the line item. Now, if there are multiple line items, what that essentially means is that the end of notes line is when the next line item starts, right? And that's because it's where the previous line item ends, right? So it just kind of passes that through. Now, if there are no notes lines and But we do have description lines. The end of description will take on that role of being the last item. And if any of these are less than 60, then we're going to add to a new page, which means that that's going to affect essentially where the next group starts. So it'll go back up to say like 780, right? Because 0 is the bottom for PDFs, and I think this is like 820 or something like that. 829 is the top for the PDF. So that was definitely a bunch. It would be a bunch if this is your first video, but if you've been following along, which I'm going to bet that I'm going to assume that over the long scale, people are watching all of them. This would make sense, yeah. So I think all that means, I thought it was gonna be way more complex when I set this up, this PDF, when I opened this Notion doc, but I think it's going to be pretty straightforward. It's all just about passing the floating value up, and creating a reusable way. Ideally, we cut down the amount of prop drilling. Right now, it's bad. Like pretty much everything has like all of this stuff. I don't know how we can fix that, given that like we're just working with pure JavaScript. And maybe this is where like a real dev takes over and does some things like, I don't know, set up classes or like, I don't know, factories or some shit. I have no idea. But yeah, right now we're just prop drilling, which sucks. So that'd be nice to get that away. But then having a reusable way to do this, because we're doing this pretty much everywhere. Now that these values might change, not really, to be honest, not at all. So yeah, moving this logic into here, and yeah. And I think it's just yeah, we'll kind of work through it. So, but I'm going to keep going. Before we do any refactoring, I want to make sure that like we got the edge cases out. So we're going to make it ugly for a bit, and then go from there. So where we left off from the actual PDF stuff was here. So we're on a new line, which let me just go ahead and close everything else. Get this going. Okay, so we're in here, add groups. We are at this point in add line item, which we're not there yet. We are down in description lines. So on the last description line, which is this, we're starting on a new line, which is good. Page to use, we're using starting lines. Let me go back and do this. We're using starting y coordinates for line. After the new page is 783, which is good. So then we're down here, show line item prices. I don't know why we're doing this twice, is my question. Even if we're on 2 pages. Well, I think we only want to show this if... I think we only want to show this on the old page. I'm saying. Like, I think we don't need any Y for this. Hmm. And I don't know that we want page. I mean, we do want page, but maybe it's a different page. Now, it'd be page to use. It just should be set before the things. See, I don't know why price is showing twice. I do show line item pricing if I oh, that would mean twice because I didn't move it down here maybe? No, I did. Okay. That's just removing it all though. Why would it not show for I don't want the floating, I want this. Yeah, that's what I thought. Why is it being ran twice? But like only twice here, that's the confusing part. I don't know why it's happening. I feel like this might fix it, but yeah, I don't know why it would happen. But that's okay. All right, so we're adding the prices first. Page to use is first. But let me just see what happens if I bring this down, because I think ideally it's down. But it might already be at the next page. No, I mean, it looks good. Page to use. I don't know how that looks good, though. Like, how that makes sense. Oh, because it's only the first line. So, okay, yeah, no, it's fine. That's good. I don't know why that would still work. I mean, it makes sense, but like why it would work everywhere else, that part doesn't make sense. But irrelevant, sorry. Okay, so we can see something. Let's see. So we are going through the lines. Now we're on the last line. And the last line is going to be here. So then we have a floating y coordinate. Floating start y coordinate for next description line is going to be 783. We are then going to show that. That's also going to be 783. Then we're down here. We're doing the cost if it's the last one. And we're good. So now we're done. Now we're done. And let's see. So we have all of the groups. We have floating start point y coordinate for the next description line. What we want to see is console.log ending y that, and let's go from there. So now we're here. Then we have 693, and that is from what? So spacing. So we're not done yet, I guess, up here. Yeah, we're not done yet up here. So now we're on index 4 because 0, 1, 2, 3. Right, I'm thinking about down here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, this is 3. But now we're on 4. We're on the fourth line. Why is there so much spacing on the fourth line? Let me do if is equal to this. What I want to do is console.log. Just want to see the length of this. Whether there's just a ton of white space added into it. So 5. So that's, I mean, okay, so that's good. So yeah, it's just being funky. All right. Starting y coordinate. Greater than or equal to 2. What I'll do instead. So we have the line here, which is sure. And then we have the new one, which is spacing, etc. The Y is 27. The X, I don't think we care about the Y. Description lines, we got 5 of them. So the line is going to be this one. What's the line here? The Y for this one is 42.2. Again, the Y, I think it's just irrelevant. So starting coordinate for the line, however, is 7. Okay, here is 47. Why is it 47? Because it's up there. Okay. So we added a new page. Then we have a new line. Then we're drawing this up here, right? Because starting Y coordinate for line. After new page is here. Then we're drawing that text, which is this text up here. Then we're going through. We're doing this if it's the first one, which is not our case. Then we're at the end of this if, which takes us to go to the next one. Our next line is going to be spacing slash etc. We don't care about the Y. When we're inside of here, we have starting Y coordinate for the line, which is going to be 7, 11, which is not what we want. I see. So this calculation doesn't work anymore. Because if you think about it, index at this point is 4, so it's going to add 4 additional lines to this. What do we do? What do we do? Let's see. Oh, excuse me. What do we do here? So if floating start Y for next description line. No, that's not it. What to do here? Because this should only apply if we haven't gone to a new page. I don't know that this is going to work entirely. It's going to work for our situation, but the minute that I add another line to it, it's going to be all jacked up. So what I'm thinking is we haven't gone to a new, if we have gone to a new page, um, couple things. Okay. So if we are, then what we're doing is const val t plier equals. Okay, so let's say this is 4. Then what that means is that I need to do just one more. What if okay, so let's do that. Um I think it's that, yeah. My posture is so bad right now. Okay, there's spacing. There we go. What if I get up in here, go here, go to 4, not 4, 2. It works now, but if I add more text to this input, I'm not sure if it's gonna catch these as well. To be honest, TBD. So we go here, bring it back up in here, proposal. Sweet, 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 sweet. Okay. So now we need to protect the notes. All right. Okay, so let's see. We can get rid of this. We don't need this anymore. Get rid of this. So first, let's make sure that the notes are showing correctly. So that's what the issue is right now. So the ending description y coordinate, ending description y coordinate 675. Right, 124 is the last one, which is this one. So 124 ends here. 675 is this here. Okay. So this is going to be false. So now we're going for, so now we have end of description y coordinates. Now we're here, we're going to the notes. No. Why the notes are doing that now. Does that have anything to do with it? No. Wonder if no, index shouldn't be shared anywhere. Okay, so the first note starts at that, which is clear not happening. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of some stuff up here. No, nothing. Ending description, y. Which end 675 because 783 was up here, remember? So 685. Each height is, I think, like not header height, normal line height, I think it's 18, yeah. So that's 18. So 7, what did I say it was? 783 up here, something like that. I think it was 783, was it? Let's see. Description. Let's see, console.log. $783 is where it starts. Then we get down to 695, 675. And that's taking us down to here. It's like 100 pixels. For what? I would imagine that's here. I don't know why that's the case. No idea why. This isn't right. But if I just do this, like, how is that the same? It's the same value. So I guess it's this. Yeah, I feel like it's this. So if I'm just going right back to the same messages. Let me, no, I mean, I keep it, it's all part of the same. I don't think I'm going to get it from here. Just curious. Just curious. Oh, we do. I don't have to go. I don't have to go back. Okay. The same thing, I guess. But starting coordinate for the line 783. Am I doing an equals somewhere? Description I am, and then here I am. Yeah, I'm not doing anything else. All right, let me get rid of this for now because it is distracting me a little bit. right, so we're going down. We have, oh, go back up, sorry. We have the lines of the description. We are checking the, is this all for the same one? Wait. Yeah, let me do this. Then what if I do this? A description y coordinate at the end is 675. Yeah, I'm just curious. Why does it go down for that? Because of this extra lines to add due to multiple description lines. Okay, this is incorrect. So let's doing it. There we go. Sounds good. I wonder. I mean, we're getting close to being done with the fix, at least for this stuff. So I'll go another hour, then I gotta hop over to some Pencil Bible stuff, and then I gotta check out some invoice stuff here. Let's see. All right, I'm not gonna get distracted by it. Not gonna get distracted by it. Don't look at Pencil Bible. Don't do it. Where was I? I was here. Okay, all right, so we're here. Let's go back into it. Okay. So what else do we gotta check? What if the notes go over? So what I'm going to do is get up here, do one line. View proposal. Okay, so we got a big one here, so I'm going to get rid of some of the goods. So much. I wrote so much. But what if I now add back one more line? More line is added back to the simulation. Okay, so now we're going to do the same thing for the notes that we're doing up here. Okay, so let me grab this. Okay, so starting y coordinate for line, this is what we want. So we probably are up here. We want a couple things, which are this. I think we're gonna want, okay, let me just get down here first. Create these things. With notes, starting page line index for notes, floating description for next notes line. We are probably looking at this. Okay. So then we can move this out of here. Then what we're going to want is to grab this stuff and do starting coordinates for notes line is the floating point for next notes line. Extra line to add due to multiple you gotta have this somewhere, no? Let's see, so where are we doing the multi? Because we're doing this right after the multi-line text, right? Yeah. Number of notes lines. That's what we have here. Number of notes lines. That's number of, okay, yeah, so that's good. We don't need to do this calculation afterwards or like keep it. We're just gonna return it back to the previous components, the caller. Okay, so then we have this, which is we don't need this part. We'll take this, go to here, go to here, go to here. Floating start point for next description line, next notes line. Floating start y coordinate for next notes line. This would be has gone to boom, which I don't think we need. Multiplier is that has gone to new page. Okay, we do need that. Starting page. Okay, so that is good. Starting page. This. All right. So now, I mean, now we should be good. Let's go. We still got a ton to do, though. My God. Okay. Keep chugging. So back up here, I limited the amount of groups. Yes, I think I did. I definitely did. I think we'll keep the group one a bit bigger. Line item one a bit bigger, just to give ourselves some extra space. I definitely like limited the groups though, right? Because I'm only group 2. Uh-oh. What? Okay, that's not, whatever we just did is not going to work. I don't know that. Wait, there's a bug somewhere that just not tracking. I don't get why that's not working, and we'll figure it out when we do the refactoring. What was I doing? See the groups that why? Where did my groups go? Oh, -1. I think my neck hurts because I keep doing this. We have a ton of, we have more groups. We have 3 groups. So I don't know why. So we're not returning back the new page, definitely, which we need to. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that when I get back. I'm gonna go roll my back. Perfect. Okay, so I'm back. I'm gonna have to go make a coffee. 1 second. I lied. I'm gonna go make coffee. I'll be back. I'm back. Hoodie. It's packed back here. My upper back is hurting, so I'm hoping that a little bit of heat can help the brother out. Plus, oh yeah, I went to go get, of course, Cup of Joe. Scary. Good to go. All right, so let's see here. So the issue, I think, or something I know they're not doing, is passing a new page back up the tree here. So what we need is a page, new page, number of lines. Page to use, okay. So now we're up here. New page, number of lines, lines needed for item. This tinnitus in my ears, the worst. Straight up worst. A little bit of whack drop. That's okay. It's okay, I guess. Page to use. New page. And what we want is that it? Yeah, the issue that I was trying to get. I mean, but that gives us, that's what we want, because they were inside a line item. Page to use is all over. Page to use all over. Now we're returning that. Yeah. Okay. All right. So what I think we should do, I don't want to get sidetracked into refactoring yet. This feels great, by the way. This heat pack. Oh my god, it is. This sweater makes me look jacked too. I mean, it's obviously the heat pad, but oh yes. You know, let me see what we're working with here. Kind of in this feeling. My song. You guys see? I had a down ass homie though. We only been seen at the age of 14. I packed a 9 and I packed a 45. Love this song. Okay, so I think we're good though. So are we tracking when there's a new line? There should be 4 new lines. When a group starts, up here, when a new line item starts, that's description, sorry. And I feel like to do alternates, we'll have to reuse some of this stuff. is for the groups. This is for the line items. Smoking on onto the song. There it go. Okay, so yeah, what I think we're good to refactor. I think that'll also make it easier to keep testing. Add line item description. Sun's getting big and strong, and I love the light pulling in my own. Supposed to be, homie. Is it the way you do the shit for me, homie? The bullet part's gonna stay. We just want description. More prop drilling. It's all this is. See what Copilot app gets me doing. Touch this guy. Getting hot, so I'm gonna take this off soon. It's helped a ton with the back. Not so much the neck. Not so much the neck and the ear. I mean, that's not bad, but the ear sucks. Coordinated. I got this. Come up in the spot looking extra fly. Okay, so let's see. On everything, and I don't know if I'm back again. Oh, it fell. Look, back pretty good now. Come up in the spot, extra fly. Yeah, we'll go through a refactor here. Take about 20, 30 more minutes, maybe a little bit longer. And then we will cut off PDFs for the day and move over to Pennsylvania. We'll do invoices and all that stuff. Okay. Then we have starting X coordinate. I think what we should really do though is just keep it so that we can just run through and make sure everything's good. I'll show you what I mean in a minute. Keep that in there, and then let's just get playing down here. So we have the starting x coordinate. Okay, so that's good. Dot starting x coordinate. It's not what we want. Or if we do have that, we need to figure out something else. Oh, so it's just this. So I also don't know that the line goes here. I do think that we should go up here and do it. Okay, I will refrain in the moment. Okay. So let's see. Actually, I'll keep going. Posture mat. Starting Y, we're not using this. Floating start Y for next description line is going to start its first run through to be the starting Y coordinate. We're also going to need show price. One second, I'll be back. Okay. So we don't need this part. Because I'm glad we kept it in there, because yeah. I think I'll return this. What did I say? Oh yeah, kept it because just want to make sure we're not deleting unnecessary stuff. Want to do logic compare, all that stuff. Oh. Okay, so we'll see. I don't know if we'll compare, but we'll see. Yo, BBA Federal Agents back. With the brains, rich mag, got some flake with it. I'll be that. Oh, I was reading that with that. It might be the same thing, but no, it's all there. Sorry. Sorry, y'all. It's fine. Yeah, we'll change this definitely. Notes description. What bodies on? It was all a dream. I don't know if this is what we want, to be honest. Meaning, oh yeah, never mind. Thought we were using it for something else. We'll take it this far. Cause I rhyme tight. Blow up, not the World Trade. Remember when I used to eat sardines for dinner? Now I can delete it, I think. It's all good. Because if you don't know, now you know. I guess I did take it out. It's repping stuff. I think we can keep it in the same file. That's okay. Yeah, baby small speak. Dropped out of school. And if you don't know, now you know. Sega Genesis, when I was dead broke, man, I couldn't picture this. I'm missing something. Oh. Wonder why Christmas missed us. Now we ship champagne when we thirsty. That's a weird negative to positive. And if you do, you don't know what you do. That ain't it. Oh. Okay, so I don't think we do all of this here. Yeah. Okay, so then we're here. Do the things. Facing to the left. Font size. Font size times 2. Okay. I see. Okay. Sweet. All right, let's see what else we can get going. This is a silly comment. Sorry about that. Okay, so add page, I think, should also return back constart y. Okay. So let's go check out all add page. We don't want that, sorry. We want this. We got add page, first page. We don't need so we don't need it here, but we're in groups. We got new lines, so we're gonna do const new page equals, okay, page.use new page dot starting coordinate. A little bit better. All right, so that's that. Page to use, adding a new line item. We're here. Okay, so the issue and here we're going to do is instead of new page, we'll figure out all of the things later. Echo on, okay, I'm just going to have that so long. I must have superpowers right to 125,000. Get it calculated. Should I do this here though? I don't think so. Say it, bitch, like me. Should be done in here. Bitch. And we're not doing it inside of there. We don't have to do that inside of there because there's nothing that comes before description. Baby, that's Texas, baby. Yeah, we don't need to do this before we get into notes. We should be doing this inside of notes. Crash. Shit gets around. Just this. Up in the sky. I mean, we're doing it here on every line, so I think that's what we got to do, though. I think we got to do it at for the notes as a whole, and then at each individual line, we figure out if we got to do that. Because if we didn't have this and where the notes line is supposed to start is less than 60, then we're still going to hit the first one of this. So we would be handling it anyway, but what's happening now is because it's less than 60 and we're catching it here, index of 0 is not going to catch this. It's going to look at the next one, see if the next one index with one indexes that are greater than 1, greater than or equal to 1, it'll catch that. And you may think it's unnecessary, but in the future, PDFs expand and they grow, and based on, especially, we're going to have a service provided where your service business and the proposals that you use, maybe they don't look like the ones that we have, and you want to use your own format. It would require effort from us to build that, and that's why it's really important to get down a solid system now, really like a Lego block system. We need that because we can pay for this service to recreate the PDF, but we can't charge a ton. We can maybe charge a couple $100, $200, $300, $400, but this is definitely, this would definitely be sorry, I'm just thinking, I don't know if we would change it, but it would be an effort, so we would have to make up that money. Maybe that's just always writing that off as a loss or something, but So yeah. Let's see. Okay, so we're here. So this is the one that we got to do now. So page to use, page to use. I guess we're just doing the same here. Okay. Say we don't need it above notes anymore. All right, so we do have this refactored a bunch. I do think we'll need some more refactoring. Like I think we should have like an add line items function that then goes through and just has this stuff. Because the idea is that like the farther up we go in this file, the smaller the functions are. And then we'll, right now the folder structures look funky, so I don't really want to focus on that just now. So yeah. Let's see what I'm going to do. All right, that's good. That's just enough for myself. Okay, so it really don't matter if you're white or black. Okay, sweet. So yeah, thank you. I'll pick up on this tomorrow. I'm gonna go do some other stuff, some non-PDF stuff while my brain is still fresh. We got 3 hours till the gym, so yeah, good solid 2 hours of work left. So yeah, thanks.